I'm so glad you're here. I missed you so much. There's so much to discuss today. Right, boy? I totally agree. Welcome to Artsplained, the show where I explain art. My name is Michelle, and if you find free artworks depicting or inspired by famed Mexican artist Frida Kahlo, don't be surprised. On January 25th, artists from around the world will place Kahlo-focused artworks in public places in order to celebrate the night of 1,000 Fridas. Behind this event is Theodore Carter, a Maryland-based street artist and author whose works have been published in the North American Review, the Potomac Review, NBC4, Fox 5, and Washington City Paper. Artsplained got the chance to speak with Carter about this project and his goals. Take it away, Artsplained.
I'm Theodore Carter. I'm a writer and an artist.
You might be wondering to yourself, why Frida Kahlo and why now?
I think Frida means different things to different people. To me, I think that she was very courageous in the ways that she showed her gender identity and her sexuality in a really brave and real way that is rare, and it's rare today, and certainly in her time it was extraordinary. I'm publishing a book called Frida Sex Dreams. That's the title story. It's a book of short stories, and really that book is a lot about exploring gender, sex, and power. And I think all of those things are so much in line with what we're seeing today, and so relevant now, but I think you could say that at any time, really.
This isn't the first time Carter has done such a large-scale collaborative art project. In February 2017, he placed 100 duck sculptures made of packing tape, bathroom tiles, tissue paper, horsehair, googly eyes paint, and expired birth control pills in Washington, D.C.
If it worked well with 100 ducks, why not 1,000 Fridas?
Past projects by Carter also include him placing tentacles on top of traffic boxes in public spaces in Washington, D.C. in June 2017. He has also turned traffic boxes into robots and the Empire State Building. And in 2012, he put glittery sea blobs at different intersections in the city.
I really want everyone to feel welcome, and part of this project is to break down the inner critic and people who think they are not artists. I want them to feel like they can participate. So really, any depiction of Frida that you want to make is great. If you want to draw a smiley face with a unibrow, go ahead and put hashtag 1K Fridas on it and put it out in public on January 25th, 2019.
So far, this year's contributors for the Night of 1,000 Fridas include a 21-member female street art team from Brazil, former NFL quarterback Todd Marinovich, an Olympic rower, author and artist Molly Crabapple, the Mexican Cultural Institute, several school groups, and many others. If interested in being a part of this large-scale project, simply place your Kahlo-inspired artwork in a public place on January 25th. Be sure to also post about your art on social media with the hashtag 1KFridas. Participants in Washington, D.C. who do this are eligible for a $600 cash prize. To learn more, go to www.theodorecarter.com. You might be familiar with Frida Kahlo's unibrow and perhaps even her artworks, but how much do you know about her life and inner struggles? Who are you? Are you me? Am I me? Or are you me? Maybe I'm me, and you're you. I miss me. I'm right here. Shh. But who am I? I must know. Kahlo was born Magdalena Carmen Frida Kahlo y Calderon on July 6, 1907. As a little tiny child, she suffered from polio. If only her troubles ended there. At the age of 18, she experienced a terrible traffic accident that left her with lifelong pain and medical issues. It was during these times of isolation that she grew a love for art. Along with a passion for painting, she also had a mighty love for politics. In 1927, she joined the Mexican Communist Party and was later introduced to party member and famed Mexican painter Diego Rivera. Not long after, they got the hots for each other and began a relationship, eventually marrying in August 1929. Oh, what a wild roller coaster ride this will be. While Kahlo continued painting at this time, it was Rivera who was seen as the more established artist of the two. Even Kahlo's self-portraits reflected this feeling of inadequacy. After the couple moved to San Francisco in late 1930, Kahlo painted a wedding portrait titled Frida and Diego Rivera. Here, Diego looks colossal while gripping his paintbrushes. He seems stodgy and sullen while his color scheme is muted. Kahlo, on the other hand, is portrayed with very traditional Mexican clothes, a tilted head with a playful smile, and bright, vibrant colors. Her hand is only hovering above his, not firmly grasping it. This detail may have been a nod to the toxic nature of their strained relationship. Throughout their marriage, the two endured mutual infidelities. In one case, Diego had an affair with Kahlo's younger sister, Cristina. Meanwhile, Kahlo's health problems only grew worse. In December 1933, she underwent an appendectomy and the amputation of gangrenous toes. The two divorced in 1940. That very same year, they remarried in a simple civil ceremony. Despite this, the two continued their extramarital affairs. As an artist, Kahlo often featured herself in her paintings, typically either broken or wounded or clothed in different outfits, such as a European dress or a man's suit. She used her body as a way to question societal roles. She is also known for having said, "I paint myself because I am often alone and I am the subject I know best." Was it vanity? No. And in her pursuit for expressing her pain through self-portraits, she rarely depicted herself as traditionally beautiful. She hoped to identify herself as a symbol of Mexico. Through her dreamy works, she questioned identity, post-colonialism, gender, class, and race. She has been categorized as a surrealist, but she once said, "I never painted dreams, I painted my own reality." In 1941, her works were featured in the Institute of Contemporary Art in Boston and the MoMA in New York. 2 years later, she was included in the Philadelphia Museum of Art and Peggy Guggenheim's The Art of the Century Gallery in New York. As her health became worse and worse, her friend, photographer Lola Alvarez Bravo, staged Kahlo's first solo exhibition in Mexico at the Galeria Arte Contemporáneo in April 1953. Because Kahlo's doctors ordered her to remain in bed for rest, she ordered that her four-poster bed be moved from her home to the gallery. She arrived in an ambulance and was carried in a stretcher to the bed where she stayed for the party. On July 13, 1954, at the age of 47, Kahlo was found dead in her bed. The official cause of death was pulmonary embolism, but there was no autopsy performed, and some have argued that the cause of death was actually suicide. Since her death, Kahlo has become one of the most recognized female artists in history, as well as an icon for Chicanos, the feminism movement, and the LGBTQ movement. She was the first Mexican artist included in the Louvre's collection, and in 1984, Mexico declared her works national cultural heritage, prohibiting their export from the country. Her childhood home in Coyoacán, known as La Casa Azul, opened as a museum in 1958 and has become one of the most popular museums in Mexico City. In 2001, she also became the first Hispanic woman to be honored with a U.S. postage stamp. Even now, she continues to be seen as a prominent fixture of Mexican culture, most recently featured in Pixar's Coco and the 2002 Hollywood biopic of her featuring Salma Hayek. By Frida being brave enough to display her pains and frustrations with the world, she made it legitimate for other women and artists to do the same. Many women have been deemed hysterical or even insane for sharing their wildest, darkest, or saddest emotions. But not Kahlo. Oh dear. What on earth has happened to me? I'm in so much pain. Maybe this is my destiny. Is it possible for me to change my own fate? Or am I powerless? Yes, yes. This feels so much better. I'm so cold. Thank you for watching this week's video. We hope you continue to miss us, almost as much as we miss you. Please be sure to subscribe and like this video. It keeps us warm at night. Good day!